What is good, Ninja? OG over here from Player Essence, and welcome to another PE News. Today we have some awesome information because we're going over some Rocket League updates. Got a big one on the Nintendo Switch, enabling some pretty cool modes. Also, it looks like there's going to be Twitch streaming with the Nintendo Switch soon, or maybe Nintendo's going to be adding in new features because of something on Rocket League, so we'll talk about that as well. We also have the Koei Tecmo COO talking about the Nintendo Switch and how it's been a big help to the company, and also Chrono Trigger on the PC. Yeah, it's getting the original graphics option being added in, so a lot to go over, so let's go ahead and get right into this. And we are starting off with Rocket League on the Nintendo Switch. There was a major patch that dropped on April 3rd, and it brought in a lot of cool stuff, and we'll talk about the whole Twitch thing in just a bit, but I wanted to go over some of the big headlines and what's going on with this update because it is now available. That is version 1.0.5 that you can download, and it actually enables so much different stuff on the Nintendo Switch version of the game. So here are some of the headlines. So players can now create and join tournaments. The quality connection status icons will appear in the HUD if players are experiencing connection problems, so you can see who's lagging. Players can now receive a chat ban that restricts the banned player from sending chat messages in online play. For the Nintendo Switch version, they added in the video capture and quality mode, and the quality mode is basically this, guys, to where you can have it where you can have better graphics at 30 frames per second, or you can have the performance mode like they usually had it towards 60 frames per second with the dynamic resolution. There's also added graphics options like the lens flare and other stuff like that in terms of the quality mode, but I wouldn't enable it. I've looked at it being played and there's no reason to. You either just play it with the 60 frames per second. They also have expanded inventory organization and filtering in the garage, enhanced crowd audio. Rocket League Cross Monster Cat Volume 2 is now available to all players under music playlists. You also have some new content, so county flags. You have crates and keys, new content there. The Monster Cat content is also there as well. Changes and updates to tournaments to where you can put those. There's a bunch of different stuff on there. Those cross-platform tournaments are enabled as well. So if you're on Xbox One or on PC Switch, you can all play together in different tournaments, which is going to be really good for PE Arena. You have the quality connection status like we talked about here in terms of any issues people are having. You can see that. Chat bans, report feedback, items, inventory, all sorts of cool stuff being added in. But the big one here is that Rocket League on the Nintendo Switch now has an option to link your Nintendo account to Twitch, but it doesn't work at the moment. So that's the biggest thing here. And as soon as you click on that option, it'll say failed to connect with Nintendo Online Service servers. So it definitely looks like Nintendo is gearing up when their online service drops to have stuff like Twitch streaming, or to be able to at least connect for Twitch for something. So I would guess there's going to be the Twitch app, you're going to have the streaming, you're going to have everything built in there when Nintendo's online service does drop. Otherwise, why would they have that option there? Now, something tells me that maybe it gets patched out for the time being in terms of that message, but at the same time, this is undeniable proof that Nintendo is going to be moving into that there when it comes to their online service. It looks like they're going to be doing this one right, and if they do, I think it'll be big for those who like to stream gameplay and don't have the capture cards and don't have some of the more expensive equipment to do it more efficiently. This will be cool for those people who just want to kind of get in, stream, and do all that. Now, of course, you guys know I have all sorts of equipment for streaming. I have better quality equipment for that, so it's not necessarily something for me, but at the same time, what it shows is Nintendo's online service. That's the biggest thing. It's like, what is Nintendo going to do with this? And it shows that potentially we could be getting the apps for Twitch, we can be getting all the stuff that we see on the other systems, not on the Nintendo systems, which we've been lacking pretty much forever, right? There's been Twitch on multiple different Sony and Microsoft platforms, and we haven't been able to get that yet. I think Twitch is really cool. I watch the Twitch app all the time on my Xbox One, and I think it's great. So if they were able to have it to where you can do that anywhere that you want, and maybe if you don't want to do that on your phone or your tablet, you have the Nintendo Switch as well, and being able to stream, maybe we get longer gameplay videos that we can do as well with Nintendo's online service, being able to handle more and upload longer gameplay videos. Maybe we have them straight to Twitch or to YouTube in terms of footage. So it's very exciting for those who want to get a little bit more involved and don't have the equipment. So hopefully something comes from that. But I am guessing that this will be something to where it's added in when Nintendo's online service starts. And that's going to be the biggest thing. Nintendo definitely has to bring it here. And this is kind of foreshadowing that there are going to be some pretty cool additions being put in. So what do you guys think about this in terms of the Rocket League update and this whole Twitch situation with Nintendo and the online servers? And you guys think that that's coming when the online service drops drops this September. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. All right, and moving into the next topic here, we're going to be discussing Koei Tecmo's president talking about the Nintendo Switch success and a positive outlook for 2018. So Nikki Trendy has basically been getting a ton of different interviews with a lot of big wigs in the Japanese gaming industry, and they got another one here with Koei Tecmo. So let's go ahead and get right into what they had to say on the matter. The addition of powerful hardware like Nintendo Switch, Koei Tecmo sees a brighter year ahead for Koei Tecmo. Now, 2017 was a bit tough fight for the company, but they are looking to rebound here. Koei Tecmo knows One Piece Power Warriors 3 Deluxe Edition has been selling out on the Nintendo Switch, so they've been doing a pretty good job of noticing how much supply they need, getting those orders filled, and those being sold. While the game is not selling as well as Bandai Namco's games, Koei Tecmo's Switch titles are selling well even after launch. So what he's trying to say there, Bandai Namco's Switch titles, so we're talking about Pokken Tournament, we're talking about stuff like Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2, we're talking about just basically the games that Bandai Namco has released. Both of those games are over 1 million units when you combine Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2, and also when you combine that with Pokken Tournament, and some of the other games that they've released have actually done really well on the Nintendo Switch. Now, repeat orders in terms of their games, that is Koei Tecmo's games, have been flowing in non-stop. So they'll sell their 7,000, their 10,000, whatever the case is, then they get another order. That keeps the things moving, that keeps the money flowing in for Koei Tecmo. So yeah, 2017 was a bit rough for them. They didn't really have any major hitters out there on the market. There wasn't really anything that you can say, man, Koei Tecmo did this. They did have Dynasty Warriors that just launched on the PS4 and Xbox One, and that did decent in terms of in Japan, and I'm not sure how it did in the US in terms of that, but I know that it underperformed compared to previous Dynasty Warriors games that they've done before. But we'll see what 2018 holds. I know Attack on Titan 2 necessarily didn't do horrible, and Japan had an okay opening. We'll see how it does in terms of the US. They still have the Atelier game that's coming out here in the US as well, and we still need to see what they're doing for the second half of 2018. We know that Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition had a little bit of a, I want to say weak, because it is a remaster or re-release of the game, but it was okay in Japan, a little bit lower end than Fire Emblem Warriors. And then we still have the Western launch of that, which I think it's going to do a lot better in the West. A lot of people are looking forward to that, but that doesn't come out till May, and we really don't have any information on what they're releasing for the second half. So it's going to be interesting to see what games they bring over, how they kind of plan their attack on the Nintendo Switch, because it looks like they're very vested and interested in the platform. And I do think that they have the Dynasty Warriors game that they can bring over. Maybe they port that game over, and I'm not really sure what they're going to be doing after that. What else is to come from Koei Tecmo? We just don't know at this point. Maybe you guys can let me know about some games that you think are going to come to the system. But overall, I'm really excited and happy about their Switch support so far. They were pretty much on board with the Switch from day one. They've got a ton of different games out on the system, and I expect them to continue that. Hopefully we see some stuff at E3 or Tokyo Game Show. That's another place where we can see some games from Koei Tecmo when it comes to Nintendo Switch and all platforms, of course. So what do you guys think about what Koei Tecmo had to say on the Nintendo Switch? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Alright, and moving into the final story for this video, we're going to be talking about Chrono Trigger for the PC, adding in the original graphics options. That is coming this April. So shoutouts to Square Enix for finally getting that announced, because yeah, it definitely needed a graphics option, because those mobile graphics being ported over to the PC, not very good based on what I've seen. So several updates are being planned as well. So Square Enix will release a number of updates for the PC version of Chrono Trigger in the coming months, including one in the first half of April that will include an option to switch between the current high-resolution graphics and the original graphics, Square Enix announced. The full list of changes for the April due update will be shared when it is officially released later this month. Now, Square Enix also announced it will extend the availability of Chrono Trigger Limited Edition, which includes the game, special edited 5-song melody, composer Yasunori Mitsuda, digital liner notes, and 6 PC wallpapers until April 30th at 9 AM PT. So that's cool there. Yasunori Mitsuda, he also did Xenoblade Chronicles 2. He is amazing, fantastic composer, so definitely worth it if you're interested in playing Chrono Trigger again on the PC and kind of getting that. This is more for the fans. I'm looking for a special edition of the old school Chrono Trigger on the Nintendo Switch, boxed copy with some extra stuff in there. I'd buy that for 60 bucks. If they said you're getting the original Chrono Trigger with the original graphics, just nicer looking on your Nintendo Switch, but then you get some like soundtrack CDs, you get some art, or you get some stuff within an art book, and all of that, I would totally buy that on the Nintendo Switch for 60 bucks. Chrono Trigger needs to be on the Nintendo Switch. Square Enix needs to stop messing around and put that on the system to where people are definitely going to pick it up. PC is great, and I know it's cheaper to do that on there, but give me something physical, give me some stuff. To the Nintendo Switch fans out there, to where we can play Chrono Trigger anywhere that we want. One of the best selling versions of Chrono Trigger when it comes to retail was the Nintendo DS version of the game, to where people could play that. Give me that content in there, you've got yourself 60 bucks. But that's just because I'm a super huge Chrono Trigger fanboy, so I'll buy that. But that's the only way that I'm going to be buying Chrono Trigger again, because I've already bought it and played it a million times, and there's no need for me to continuously buy the game when they're not going to even support it on the system that it needs to be put on. So we need to see Chrono Trigger on the Nintendo Switch, and we also need a brand new Chrono Trigger as well. It's just really time, guys. It's time for a new Chrono Trigger. It's time for them to bring that back to the Nintendo platform, and I would hope, since Square Enix is into rebooting IPs, we're seeing stuff like The World Ends With You on the Nintendo Switch. We have the classic, not a reboot, but we have the classic graphics and all of that in HD with Octopath Traveler, so I want to see Chrono Trigger on the Nintendo Switch. Let's do this, Square Enix. Stop messing around and announce some stuff at E3. So what do you guys think about Chrono Trigger in addition to Rocket League and of course Koei Tecmo when it comes to the Switch and what they're doing? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Alright, Ninja, that wraps it up for this video here. Go ahead and check out the links in the description below. We've got Facebook and Twitter. Go ahead and check out our social media. It really helps us spread the content of Player Essence across the internet in addition to YouTube. Also, make sure you check out our Patreon, Twitch, and YouTube live gaming pages, and consider supporting Player Essence. When you do so, it gets you access to all sorts of cool benefits, perks, rewards, and emails via YouTube sponsorship. Plus, we have PE Arena, where you get to play games with the community for up to 4 hours. We got voice chat and everything. It's a lot of fun. Hit that like button if you did like this video. Lets me know you guys want more content like this going forward in the future. And subscribe to Player Essence for the latest RPG, Japanese, and Nintendo gaming news. Thank you so much for watching. I will catch you for the next video. Peace.